What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? How are we doing today? How are we doing? How are we doing? Need some strong power hour moves? I got you, Mike. I got you, brother. I got you. We've been on fire. We've been on fire. Was down a little bit because of swings, and within trading SPX and pretty much a couple trades this morning bought us back out the hole. So we got some money to play with today. We got some money to play with. Hopefully, I get everybody some steak dinner tonight. Steak on me. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. All right, where are we? Where are we? That's meta. Let me actually close these metas. Oh, I'll give it like what is this? 30 minute. Mm, I gotta pay close attention to meta. 66640. That was the top. Interesting. Interesting number. Yeah, we took some calls earlier as well. Called us out in the community. See a lot of people ate off of those. Very short, simple setup. Pretty much called out. You see here, we got our call trigger, got our put trigger. Actually, this trade will be the trade recap for today. Called it out in the community. Perfect timing. Literally, no drawdown, no retracement whatsoever. Literally straight up the TP, straight up from the moment we got in. So today was ultimately a really good day, and let's go ahead and end it off on a really good day. Now, I'm even going to hold myself accountable because I reviewed the trades from yesterday's live, the first two trades, and honestly, they weren't good trades. They just weren't even real setups. I kind of like forced those setups so that pretty much the end of the day, the last trade we took was a winner. That worked out perfect, but yeah, I was kind of like forcing trades today. You learn from your mistakes. I will not be forcing trades. If I don't see a setup, I'm not gonna force it. What is going on? Yeah, if I don't see a setup, I'm not gonna force it. Definitely gonna be a little patient today. Let me see. Let me see. My connection is wired, so I don't know why frames are dropping. Frames should not be dropping. Why are frames dropping? This makes no sense. Please let me know if the frames drop. But right now, pretty much the hourly, or not even hourly, the 30 minute did flip bullish. We are kind of bullish on the 30 minute, despite we are seeing this little bit of retracement right here. In order for me to go long, I would need to see a close above, I guess, damn near flip the hourly green, basically. A close above 950. That would make me bullish, and I wouldn't go short until we see a close below 938. Pretty much we're in no man's land right now. This is an area where you kind of don't want to really be trading because the market can literally just chop back and forth. We're pretty much respecting two different point of interests. Um, Technically, a point of interest is really just it's the easiest way to explain it. Damn near like a support area or resistance area in the simplest terms. So right now, kind of just gotta sit here, be patient. Um, what's going on? What alert is that? CRWV, Core Weave. What are we doing? CoreWeave is doing nothing. All right, cool. That's old alert. Nothing really to pay attention to. Currently right now we still are retracing. And if we do mitigate this 5-minute fair value gap, then likely we push a little lower here. Yeah, we're just chopping, chopping. Not really getting any crazy price action. Yeah, this is where we just got to be patient. I can't stress it out enough. There's no point in giving back any profits or just losing money. Oh, cool. If you are an American airline, I don't even know what member I am. But yeah, if you're an American Airlines, you get free Wi-Fi now. So currently we are still retracing, still kind of having this pullback. I personally wouldn't go short, like I said, until we close below this red line. That's pretty much my ideal entry to go short. For now, it's kind of just sit on my hands. Yes, price is pushing down, and we could easily even potentially try to flip the daily bearish. But like I said, I need to break below this range or break above this range to really jump in calls. As long as we're in this range, we are in no man's land, which is an area where you don't want to trade. Think of it kind of like war. Like imagine being in the middle of both sides. You don't want to be there. So just sit patient, wait, and we'll pretty much see what wants to occur here in the next 50 minutes. Pretty much market close here in 50 minutes. So we'll see if we want to break below this low, potentially push lower, or do we want to break above these highs, potentially push higher. Right now it's just a waiting game. Ooh. But overall, how do we trade this week? Ladies and gentlemen, how do we trade? How are we doing? How do we trade? We having a good week? We having a bad week? What's going on? I hope we're having a good week. Because honestly, the only downside to the week was really the gap down this morning. But besides that gap down, we pretty much recovered everything with our day trades today and with our SPX trades and with Meta. Meta did a lot of heavy lifting. I'm not even gonna lie. If it wasn't for Meta, actually no, because even with the SPX trade, we ended up going up like let me see. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm so tired. I mean, we're up about $1,500 on a day, and we were down a whole lot more, So, great way to pretty much recover the day. And that's why it's so important to be versatile as a trader. Like, you have to be able to adapt, change your bias, change your mind. Hey, if something's not working out, try something else. You're really impressive. You nailed two big meta moves, and your SPX win rate is very high. Even though I haven't followed the trades yet, I'm honestly amazed by your results. Yes, ma'am. I have been trading for 6 years, and this is all I do. Like, all I know is trading. And I don't expect many people to really have my skill level of trading. Main reason why is because I the easiest way to compare it to everybody else would be how LeBron James sees basketball is how I see trading. Or how Tom Brady sees football is how I see trading. Or how Tiger Woods sees golfing is how I see trading. Or how Floyd Mayweather sees boxing is how I see trading. So yeah, I've put my all into trading, and that's why I get the results I get. I've literally, for like 4 years straight, all I did was eat, sleep, and shit trading. It was nothing but trading. And yeah, when you dedicate 4 years of your life, literally 12 hours a day for 4 years straight, you're gonna be able to do exactly what I do. Or if you learn from me, then yeah, you'll also be able to do exactly what I do without having to go through the 4 years of dedication, I guess. But yeah, I put my all into it. When you put your all into something, you get the results. I've already became a member and hope to make money. You gotta just execute the trades. And I can't stress it enough. You gotta take all the trades. I think people try to pick and choose trades, and it's only gonna lead to disaster. When I first started trading, I joined like a one community. It was Kane Capital. They're not even a thing anymore. But they helped me a lot. I will say that. And pretty much it was Manders that somebody used to follow. Some of you guys might know him. And yeah, I would like pick and choose what spy trades to follow from, because that's where I was like kind of just learning spy, picking up on spy. And I kid you not, like me picking and choosing, I swear I was picking like every single losing trade. And I've heard other traders kind of comment about that as well. So that's why I advise take damn near every trade you can take. If you're watching, you're available to, you see the alert, take the trade. That's the only way you're going to get even close to my results. If you're trying to pick and choose, like, hey, I don't know about this one. Oh, damn, it worked out. I should have got in. You got to stop that. You got to stop that. You got to just execute. There's no excuses in trading. You just got to execute. So right now, like I said, we're pretty much range bound. Notice what range we're holding. You see this little gray box right here. So we're holding this range. I wouldn't go long until we get above 950. And I wouldn't go short until we get below 938. Today, I am gonna just keep displaying my skill level, and especially with my discipline. And I hope that wears off on you guys as well. Like yesterday, truthfully, I wasn't disciplined taking those first two trades. I don't know why the hell I even took them, because like after reviewing them, it's like, what the hell setup was that? Like, what was that? It wasn't a setup. It wasn't a setup. It's kind of like me forcing a trade to give you guys a trade, because I know a lot of you guys are like here to rely on me, which I kind of expect that to an extent. Um, kind of see it as like, hey, if you went to the doctor, you would hope the doctor helps you. So yeah, I get it. And ultimately, it's kind of why I forced the trade. But you know, you learn from your mistakes and you move on. And I have no problem owning up to my mistakes, which most traders or most influencers or gurus, whatever the hell you want to call them, they can't do that. But yeah, I got no problem letting you know when I'm wrong. I got no problem letting you know when I'm right. So yesterday we were wrong on the first two trades, made it back up, and today we've just been ultimately on fire from just reviewing. I can't stress it enough how important journaling your trades are, because that's where you could come back the next day and fix your mistakes. The main reason why traders are unprofitable for 2, 3, 4 years is because they just make the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over again, to the point to where, like it or not, that's insanity. That's literally insanity. You're making the same mistakes for just years on end. So yeah, once you identify your mistakes, journal them, learn from them, move on, right? Don't keep making the same mistakes. You know the saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? Shame on yourself. You keep making the same mistakes. Nobody to blame but yourself. So yeah, review your trades, journal, and keep pushing forward. And yeah, if you're new here, sometimes I go on little TED Talks to the point where I probably should be recording those TED Talks, because I'm well aware a lot of traders need to hear that. But we'll set that up pretty much once I'm done moving everything. Um, we'll set all those things up, set up the cameras, set up everything, and yeah, we'll start recording these. Give me 1 second. I'll log it up now. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Yeah, I just got to know you yesterday. Haha. Next week already feels full of hope. Are we in the trade right now? No, sir. Sang Kimbab? Sam Kimbab? Sang Kimbab? Did I say that right? We're not in the trade right now. We are kind of just sitting on our hands. We're trading in no man's land. Um, yeah. So as long as we're in no man's land, nothing to do. I explained why we're in no man's land. So if you want to rewind the live trading, you can. But yeah, we're kind of just sitting on our hands. This is the part of trading where people talk about patience. Yeah, we're doing that right now. Just kind of just chilling here, talking with the chat, seeing how everybody's doing. Hopefully everybody had a good week. Everybody's learning. And yeah, waiting for the setup to break out. And then as well, I haven't really been getting much feedback on the trade recaps. I hope those are helping. I don't know. So nobody's really commenting, letting me know if they're helping or not. So I don't know if I should keep doing them. Do I stop doing them? You know, you guys give me feedback. So it'd be greatly appreciated if they're helping. If they're helping, we'll keep doing it. If they're not helping, I will stop doing it. Because I don't like wasting my time. Time is all we got. Pretty good building confidence to size in. Um, Uh, yes, thank you. Really like your everyday morning quotes. Yep. So something that a lot of you guys might not know. But what took me 2 years to become profitable had nothing to do with strategy. I always had a really good strategy. Always had a really high win rate as well. Um, so pretty much it's like I realized what I struggled with was just the mindset. Like came from nothing. I came from the trenches, safe to say. So when you come from the trenches, you know, you don't really have a lot of positive people around you. You don't really got a lot of optimistic. A lot of things are negative. You think negative about yourself. You don't believe in yourself. You don't trust yourself. So that's why I put so much emphasis on mindset because that's what took me 2 years to become profitable. I had to fix my mindset. And ultimately, once I fixed my mindset, that's where pretty much everything just took off. And it doesn't really, it's not like a overnight thing, but it's like, you know, you build up that confidence, you build up that skill level within yourself, and then eventually, you know, all those negative thoughts and things don't really happen. Like, truthfully speaking, I don't remember the last time I've had a negative thought. You know how Drake says in the song, "Negative thoughts don't enter my intermatrix," something like that. And I felt that. I feel that. But that also takes practice, and that's why I put so much emphasis on mindset, because I know a lot of people. We're all human. We're all human. And even if you came from a great background, um, you could even still use mindset. You can still improve. So that's why I do those morning motivation posts, because they help me. And I know if they're helping me, chances are this should help at least one other trader. And if it does that, I feel like it's good. Hi Zeus, before join your mentorship, I want to ask some questions. How much money do I need to gain first to start to options trading? Honestly, you could really start off, well, first and foremost, if you don't know how to trade, you don't need to start off with money, period. Like, if you don't know how to trade options, first things first is you need to seek the education, learn first. It's kind of like, think of it like going to college, right? You learn first before you go get that degree. Or like rotations. You know, when people want to be a pharmacist or something like that, you go to rotations after you graduate. It's kind of like that, you know. Learn. Learn so you don't have to deal with the expensive market tuition. Because my market tuition was roughly like 38K to be exact before I became profitable. And I don't think people want to go down that same route. So that's why I say learn, educate yourself first before putting money into the market. And a good way to explain that would be, think of it like, hey, you're playing pickup ball with nothing but NBA players. You've never played basketball in your life. Do you think you're going to do good? Probably not, right? No, you won't do good. They're literally going to shit on you because they're professional athletes. You don't have the experience. So you wouldn't be able to keep up with them. Same thing when it comes to trading. If you are not profitable, if you aren't profitable, don't try to trade just yet. If anything, just follow the trades, build your account, and go from there. And try to learn along the way, but don't just seek to just jump into trading. I think that's kind of pointless. I kind of lost 11K of my account, brother. You're gonna get it back, and that's where I talk about like the mindset part. Something I told myself that literally always kept me in the market, and truthfully, I kind of never really thought about quitting. Like never from the moment I started trading, mainly because my first options trade was a pretty good win. It was like 3,028K trading OCGN. So because of that, I seen the potential. Now, I didn't have the skill level to sustain it. Well, I wouldn't say skill level. I didn't have the mindset to sustain it. But I always told myself, no matter what, all of the money that I'm losing in the process of learning how to trade, I will make back. And if you keep that in the back of your head, you're gonna kill it. You're gonna have a very long and prosperous career, pretty much trading. How we doing, boss man? Nifty Hawk for December 2026. 270. What are we talking about? 270s. What 270s? You don't have a ticker. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, Zebrachan, if you're not even in the community yet, I would suggest you go check out ZeusTrades.com, and as well, you get a course included, um, that pretty much is going to teach you the right steps, the right order to learn how to trade. Everything from risk management, mindset, to strategy. So kind of everything you really need. And essentially, you would gain the same skill level that I have at some point. And with the course, it's also self-paced, so you know you're able to do as you please. It takes 1 month, cool. It takes 3 months, fine. It takes a weekend, fine too. But it is self-paced. And then if you want more hands-on training, well, that's where you're gonna have to shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM on Twitter, or shoot me a DM. No, just shoot me a DM on Twitter, or email at support@ZeusTrade.com, and then we'll get into more hands-on training. That's where you'll work with me directly, one-on-one, and that way I think is a lot better to really learn how to trade, just because you're able to pretty much ask questions. You're confused with something, we don't stop until you learn pretty much the topic for the day. Like there's some mentees, we have an hour-long meeting. Other mentees, we have a 2-hour-long meeting. And I'm well aware, everybody learns at different speeds. So I'm very patient within teaching. Very, very patient. And that also plays into my trading. Right now, like I said, we're in no man's land, pretty much. Calls above here, puts below here. As long as we're in this range, nothing for us to do. Literally nothing. And this is a little trick that I suggest you guys learn as well to do. Just mark out your highs, mark out your lows, and pretty much just wait for one of those levels to break, because at that point, that's where you're going to get your change of state delivery, and likely the market should expand once either closing above this or below this. It's just a matter of waiting for the setup to actually present itself. Why is my thing glitching? Hello? What's going on? I can't scroll up for some reason. Interesting. Oh, there we go. All right. Expedia, EXPE. How's Apple ER next week? Towards what side are you seeing right now? Boss man, I just explained it. We're in no man's land. I don't know if I could say it any slower. We're in no man's land. So when we're in no man's land, there's nothing. And the way I trade, I don't care what the market does. You got to realize our job is to follow what the market does. Our job is not to predict what the market does. And if you're trying to predict what the market does, well, you're already setting yourself up for failure. Your job is to just wait patient, and when the market does what your edge presents itself with, then you jump in and trade. But for now, like I said, we're pretty much in no man's land. We could do anything. We could literally stall out here for the next 30 minutes. We could shoot up to the moon. We could dump and take our low of the day. Anything is possible because we're in no man's land. And that's something as well you'll learn in the course. And the boot camp, we're kind of pushing that back a little bit, don't actually leave to London till April. So yeah, we'll push it back. We'll push it back a little bit. Also gotta see how long I want to do it as well. It's kind of up in the air. Also open for recommendations. Like debating, do I go very in depth? Do I keep it kind of surface level? I guess I'll leave it up to you guys, leave it up to the audience, and see what you guys think. But yeah, that's something that we're gonna get started on going into next month. And it will be options focused. Strictly options, not futures. We're working on something special for futures. And that is in the works of being built out right now. Wait 1 second. Alrighty. Yes, patience pays 100%. Follow, not predict. Yep, that is the goal. That is what your edge should be doing. Your edge should be following what the market's doing, not predicting. If you're predicting, you're doing something wrong. And a good way to think of it is like playing blackjack. I like to relate trading a lot to blackjack because it really is. Once you have a strategy, or even roulette, once you have a strategy. But essentially, think of it like let's just say the dealer has, I don't know, dealer has a 2. You know, you see a 2 on the dealer, and you have a 20. And sorry, you're probably just gonna stand, right? You're not gonna say hit me. So you kind of just gotta listen to what the dealer shows. And in this example, it'd be the market. Listen to what the market shows. Or like, let's say, hey, you have 12 and you see the dealer has potentially 20. If you got 12, you got no choice but to hit. Why? Because the dealer is showing a face card, right? That's how you play blackjack. With the edge, at least. With the edge. Same thing with the market. You do what the market shows. So if the market says close below this level, then we go short. Close above this level, then we go long. And a way to pretty much sum up what we're doing right now, think of it like the dealer showing an ace, right? Chances are you're probably going to claim that insurance. Why? Because they're probably going to win. Probably going to win. It's kind of how blackjack works. So yeah, right now we're just using our insurance. We're just sitting here, not doing anything. We're not making money. We're not losing money. We're just neutral. And we got about 13 more minutes until the 350 algo comes into play. We just gotta sit here. This is not fun price action. Like, I would very much love to be in a trade. I would love to. But yeah. My strategy says otherwise. My strategy says sit here and sit in your hands and just be patient. Be patient. Anybody getting affected by this snowstorm? People are acting like it's the day after tomorrow. If you've seen that movie before, pretty much where the whole New York City gets covered with snow or covered with ice, covered with everything, pretty much. The Statue of Liberty is under like, I don't even know how tall the Statue of Liberty is, but yeah, it's under like a shit ton of snow. But yeah, I don't know why people are acting like this. I feel like this snowstorm probably be gone by Monday, Tuesday at latest. It's just snow. but I get it. I'm down south, you know, we're not really used to it. But yeah, I hope you guys stay safe. Stay safe this weekend. Stock up on food. Yeah, I went to the grocery store yesterday and tried to go grab water. And the only thing that was left was one bottle of Gatorade water and Dare Park, which is disgusting. So instead, I just bought a Brita filter. Cause like, yo, if there's no water, at least I got a Brita filter. That'll do. Even though I really only drink spring water, but it's like, hey, everybody beat me to it. So now I gotta pay the consequences and drink purified water. Yeah, this is not fun. We're just moving up, down, up, down, up, down through the range. And we could easily scalp the range based on our levels here, but I just rather wait for a very clean setup. It's gonna come eventually, hopefully. Eventually. Oh, excuse me. Likely in the next 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. Back up we go. Just scalp in the range if you want to. You can scalp the range. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Literally. That one little move right there. That's 100% on SPX already. That one candle. 100% move. And that's why I love SPX. It doesn't take much. We need to see it close above 950 to go long. Business, you have performance business, which is like your pump products, your pre-workout. Those are building blocks. And each one of those building blocks needs to make sense for me to say it's just a focus. So the way that we look at it is, can this scale? Oh man, Robert, I can't believe how lucky you are. Lucky? How is this lucky? I finally found a thing that makes me happy, and now they're gonna take it away from me. Now, Robert, studies show marijuana can be very psychologically addictive. Man, fuck them studies. I want my weed. I believe all the things you told me about weed, it was all. And you mean to tell me I could have had this the whole time? Who knows how different my life would be? I might get a Nobel Peace Prize winner, or 8-time gold medal swimmer, or even president of the United States. It's not fair. I have to go back to being the regular me. There's nothing wrong with the regular you. You, the regular me, is completely unacceptable. I don't even like the regular me. No one does. Yeah, that's one thing. I don't even like it either. Look, Robert, I get it. Everybody wants to escape. TV used to be so funny back in the day. Well, you didn't like me. I didn't like you. All right. Bump some music and sit here and be patient. There's nothing for us to do. People always panic. In Chicago, used to it. Yeah, I love Chicago. I just need Chicago to be warmer. Like, I would love to get a nice summer home in Chicago, but yeah, no, that winter in Chicago, it's different. It's different. It's different. You people are built different. Like I know when I go to Chicago and it's like 40 degrees, a lot of my friends are like in shorts and whatnot, and it's like, yo, I get it. Don't get me wrong, it gets cold. It gets down to what, probably 0 degrees, by all means. But like 40 degrees in shorts, it's excessive. But hey, I guess when you're that used to the cold, it probably feels warm at that point. But yeah, Chicago's a beautiful city. I feel like it's just a better version of New York. It's like I compare Chicago to New York in terms of scenery, but I would say it's like New York with Southern hospitality. That's why I like Chicago. You can walk around, you say good morning, they're gonna say good morning back. Versus like New York, you say good morning and somebody's like, "Fuck you, why are you talking to me?" So yeah, I'd say Chicago's a very nice place, nice city, and the closest thing to New York, I would say, out of every major city. There's nicer people, and also not trash all over the floor, and rats the size of dogs, and beautiful women. So yeah, Chicago got everything. Chicago's a great place. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Let's see what we're gonna do here on this 350 algo. Whether we pump up and moon or reject and go back down. Probably Canada, we're expecting -30. Yeah, that's excessive. Like, what do you even do at that point? Just chill inside with your loved ones? Build snowmans? But I guess it's snowing probably every other week, so at some point I'm sure you get tired of building snowmans. I'm sure even the kids get tired of building snowmans at some point. Yeah, I feel like living in that type of weather, you gotta have snowmobile. Living in a place like that with a snowmobile, probably pretty fun. Zipper Chan, pardon, I come from Discord group Knock. What's the difference between Knock and your membership? Knock just the owner of Knock, Kenny, pretty much helped me build out my bot. But that's pretty much it. It's pretty much all what Knock has. But in my community, outside of just alerts and live trading and things of that nature, you get a whole bunch of education. Really learn while you're trading. You got a journal in there as well to journal your trades, improve. You have a course as well, pretty much teaches you everything I know from A to Z, everything you really need from trading psychology to risk management to strategy, really everything you need. And then yeah, you'll also understand why I'm picking the trades. Oh, Baba, because they paid you. They paid you the rest. Let's go. Yep. And that's why my trading is so my edge, I should say. That's why my edge is so good. Because notice how the moment I hopped on live, I was able to identify that we're in a chop zone. That's where a lot of, I would say, even intermediate traders lack, is they don't know when to trade and when not to trade. So you got to be able to be aware. When should you take a setup? When should you not take a setup? Mike, is there a certain strategy you trade? Sorry, I'm new here. Yes, I trade the market. And that's what I teach. I teach you how to trade the market. My edge is the market. That's my strategy. And I put that on display every single day. That's why I go live, because I'm very well aware. There's not many traders that could do what I can do. And I don't say that out of cockiness, I say that out of confidence because of the amount of time and dedication that I've dedicated to the market. But yeah, I can't give all the sauce away because then that kind of discredits the people that you know, that pay for the sauce. So I can't give too much of my strategy. But you will pick up the knowledge by just watching. Or at least you would try to. And hopefully you're right. MOC here coming out in 12 seconds. Let's go ahead and get this SPX loaded up. Oh, we're just probably going to trade the surge accounts. I don't got time to go to 30 different things right now. What are we doing? We're going to push up? We're going to push down. I actually need to get off of this account. It's already done. That account's done. This account done. Did I trade this account already? Yeah, that account's done. This account done. This account's done. Damn, all these accounts are done. In terms of needing a profit for today. All right, watching calls if we break above these highs, watching puts if we break below these lows. If we stay in this range, then we get no trade set up today, and I will take that as a win, considering what happened yesterday. Forcing trades. Yeah. If we don't get a setup, it is what it is. That's our job, to react to the market, not predict. So if the market isn't giving us an even opportunity to react to, then it is what it is. I just wasted. I'm not gonna say waste. You know, talking to you guys. So I'm not gonna say it's a waste. But yeah, you know, we just got a nice little talking session in, and some good TED Talks in. But the way it's setting up, we might not have a trade today for SPX Power Hour. But we did take some SPX trades already in the community. So some really good trades. In a handful of members making some gains. Like Northstar. Northstar killed it. Northstar crushed it. 250 plus 165 plus 115 plus 120. Say 300, 400. Let's say 650. Yeah, it made 650 pretty much following that alert. Hell of a trade. Hell of a trade, Northstar. Different city with some different. I switch my gears up the same way that I change my clothes. Let's see, does this have a bottom wick? This doesn't have a bottom wick. So let's see if buyers want to hold this range here. On my paddock, my bag, I drink water when I'm fasting. Pretty much the buyers are here. They're gonna hold up. 943. We close below this range. Likely we push down to test the put trigger. Pretty much all dependent on this next 5-minute open here. 2 minutes left in this current 5-minute candle, so we'll see what this wants to do. Pretty much if we close below 943, we push down. If we hold this range, we can easily retrace back up. But just the fact that we had this very aggressive dump down, I don't know if it's even worth it because it's probably going to go very slow and steady up, and then might not even pop until 359, which was like what happened yesterday. The calls we took at the end of the day literally like popped up literally at the last couple seconds of market close. But obviously we closed below before that because, well, surge options, you're only allowed to trade until basically 4 o'clock. And if you have a position at 4 o'clock, you lose your account. And yes, it is a stupid rule, not gonna lie. But hey, Rules are the rules. It's not my prop firm, so it's kind of like, hey, I just got to be disciplined, follow the rules, and make the rules work out in our favor. But 56 seconds left. I do like how it's holding. Ooh, let me see. It's an ugly 3 minute. It's a very ugly 3 minute. There's no top wick here, no top wick on this candle, no bottom wick on this candle. So yeah, this is just ugly price action. Like we just stay in the middle. I'm not even gonna force the trade because I could easily scalp this. But I'm not gonna force the trade. Truthfully, we had a good day. I woke up to pretty hefty loss and we recovered, and we're even up like 1,500. So just based on that, I want to end the day green. Pretty much every single day this week, we ended the day green. So with us having a hell of a comeback, I'm not gonna force it. It's either we close above this or close below this, and even then, the fact is we only got 4 minutes left. Just not even worth trading, truthfully. Yeah, so we just took out this low, now we're taking out this high. Pretty much when you see a candle with no top wick or bottom wick, price is likely going to gravitate towards that. And the fact is we just closed above this range, we should push higher here. Ooh. It's gonna go up, but I'm not gonna gamble it. If you want to, go for it. Take longs. I easily see this pushing back up here. But like I said, personally, I'm just gonna end the day on a high note. What we talked about this morning in the morning motivational message. Let's end the week on a high note, and we did. So I'll take that as a dub. No point in forcing anything. Yes, sir, Zephyr Chan. Yes, sir, that is correct. We also have other analysts as well. We got my boy Falcon that's been killing it. He does a little bit of futures and options. So he gives you the best of both worlds. And then JJ as well, which specializes in mainly higher time frame setups like swings. You got your swings, your leaps, your common stocks as well. So and then you got me that does swings and SPX. So yeah, we got a full team that pretty much has everything covered. We got leaps that are doing good too. So yeah, there's a lot that pretty much Knox doesn't have access to and will never have access to essentially. Obviously, this comes from experience. Yes, yeah, experience that's learnable. That's the thing. But you're right. It does come from experience, and I can transfer that experience to the individual, whoever it might be. Um, yeah. So I got pretty good at teaching. I'd say my mentees say that same thing. And when I used to do classes, yeah, people would say the same thing. So I think I'm pretty good at simplifying things and transferring knowledge. Looks chopped today. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, like I said, if you want to go long, you can go long. You're gonna make money. I know where the market's gonna go, but is it worth trading to me? No, not at all. Like literally, from the moment I told you to go long, you're up probably like, well, you're probably up at least 50% because it's only like two. You're probably up 100% actually looking at it. considering there's only 2 minutes left. But yeah, that type of price action is not worth it to me. I'd rather just be disciplined. You know, it feels good to be disciplined. Like truthfully, it really does feel good. Like when you're reviewing your trades and they're like, damn, you know, you come a long way. The old you, or for me, for an example, the old me, I would have probably tried some trades in this chop. It's like I don't see any purpose in it right now. That's just progress, you know. Every day we need to be improving. But yeah, looks like we are going to call it a day. No trades, no trades, and ultimately the market just stayed in the range. I hope this taught you guys something. One of my mentees kind of told me something. No sir, SPX does not trade until 5 p.m. EST. No sir, that thing closes in exactly like a couple seconds. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys learned something. One of my mentees was telling me, it's like, hey, you know, despite you might have not taken a trade, I think people will learn how to be disciplined by just seeing me sit on my hands for the whole hour that we've been live. So I hope you guys picking up on those things. You know, learning the mindset, learning my strategy, things of that nature. Yeah, those were rejected, right? Call trigger. Probably just gonna stay range bound. But yeah, overall, hell of a day. Hell of a day. Good day. Good recovery day. I hope you guys had a good week as well. Please review your trades. Please learn from your mistakes. Figure out what went right, what went wrong, why did it go wrong. A good example I told you guys yesterday, how we like lost 2 SPX trades and then won the third one. Well, what went wrong for me was, hey, I was just forcing setups. Like two, it was just like, hey, it's not really the cleanest setup. Why would you take that? And hey, I learned from it. I came back today, told you guys I want to be disciplined, and executed my discipline. So I take that as a win. Hope you guys had a good week as well, and have a very safe weekend. And if you are getting affected by the storm, praying for you. Please be safe and take care. I will be also posting the trade recap today as well. Please let me know if you guys are liking them or not. Let me know in the comments of the video. That should be coming out here probably within the next like 2 hours or so. But yeah, if you're not in the community, make sure to check it out. ZeusTrades.com, ZeusTradez.com, or click it in my Twitter bio, or click it in my Discord bio. So we're giving a lot of huge offers away, a lot of incentives right now for the people joining. So make sure to check that out. And have a blessed weekend, everybody. Take care.